win the Saints. Go marching in. Go win the Saints. Go marching in.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll throw first play with Penix. And that ball incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short. And that's going to make it fourth down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go play action now with Penix. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It is a big play there for the Falcons. An even 40 yards. Throwing again, it's Penix. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Falcons. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. The PAT, up and good. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown in time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll motion the tight end right. On the ground, this is Kendrick Miller. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Linebacker Troy Anderson there to make the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this out to Miller. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Miller. They'll take this down to the 47. Terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man. That's Olave. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Rolling right, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. His 2nd rushing. Touchdown of the year. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's deep for Olave. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Olave is the motion man. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Yellow, 43.
They'll try it now with Miller. Oh, and he's going to have the Saints 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Well, I love the aggressive play call here by this offensive coordinator. The decision to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. Of course, #1 goal, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, once he got past the line of scrimmage, he saw daylight, and he had a huge run in front of him.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
Thanks to his tight end, Jawan Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
Here we go. Cut, cut.
A run up the middle with Miller. And he'll take this one in. Kendre Miller. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. The Saints have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. We are through one. The Saints out on top. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with first. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now the extra point. His kick is good. And the Saints have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On play action, Penix. That's complete. It's takedown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And the lefty Penix on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by...
That one intercepted. Picked up by the former Sooner, Danny Stutzman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints. Point after coming up here. He knocks it through. The Saints add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll throw on first down with Penix. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. To throw is Penix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Penix gonna throw again. That's gonna be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's gonna bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Penix. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. To throw again, it's Penix. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action. It's Penix. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Charlie Werner. Touchdown Atlanta. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
43 rail. 10 cycles. Red 38. Hut, hut.
We'll start the drive with Miller. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Red, yellow. Set.
They'll look to throw. A pass taken in by Miller. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 21 on that connection. 1st down, New Orleans.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's Miller, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. That one is good. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8. They're going to go play action with Penix. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. The Falcons getting their punter out there. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Number ready. Let's go.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. Still going. And he will score. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and through. And the Saints tack on one more to their lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Throwing now, Penix on first down. A throw caught by Dell on the outside. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
On third down, Penix. Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. That is catch number 60 for the season.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Penix. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
3rd and 5. Now Penix. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcons. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll air one out for Palmer. And that is incomplete.
So you take the field as a defense and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage and ball's incomplete.
Back to the air once more on second down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Flush to his right, taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. We'll start at the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Atlanta.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains. Let's go now.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Moving to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Granderson in there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season. On second down, here's Penix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is,
and for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Saker. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
10 cycles. Striker, 3. Here we go. Here we go. 6. Ready.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Throw right side to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. It's good for a Saints first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Mike, so often we see when a draw play is called, so much of the success depends upon what look do you get from the defense. In this case, they dial up a blitz. It could be feast or famine. In this case, it's famine. The blitz runs right into the draw. They get stopped. No gain.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Got it into the hands of Olave. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Lefty Penix on first down. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 3. On play action, Penix. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. From the gun, here is Penix. Into traffic, but taken in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Penix. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Plant. It's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Penix going to throw again. Picked off by the former Sooner, Danny Stutzman. And the Saints are going to take possession.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
A run out of the gun. It's Miller. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Penix. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Penix. Forced out wide. Now he takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Ready? 19 light.
Throwing is Penix. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
To throw again, it's Penix. Over the top, he's got it. Drake London, touchdown Atlanta. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he's got Homer. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Once again, it's Miller. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Ready. Field 33. Yellow.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Oh, nice return when he takes a big shot at the end of it. We're going to go play action with Penix. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Penix now off the bootleg. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Second and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
79 Broncos.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, it's Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Falcons.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for 2. To throw is Penix. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here's a handoff to Miller. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready.
They're going to toss it now to Miller. And some good blocking. Springing a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10.
Down.
Here's Olave as they try the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.